Heartbeats only happen one at a time, one at a time. You can't rush a moment, so don't even try, don't even try. There's a symphony you're missing. If you only listen, you'll find big magic in the mundane, the big picture in a small frame. Everything is sacred when you take time to notice. Big love happens in the small moments. Big love happens in the small moments.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Before I get started on today's video, I wanted to go ahead and introduce an amazing channel to you. I am collaborating with them today, Courtney and Yesenia's A Mom's Life. Please be sure to check them out. If you like my content, you will love theirs as well. I will link their channel in the description box below. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I don't know about you all, but I'm starting to feel the crunch. You know, the crunch before school starts back. We have lived our summer up, and honestly, I cannot believe that it's almost over, but school starts a week from today, so it's crunch time. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all of my back to school tips and tricks to get organized and get ready for the school year. My first tip and trick to get ready for back to school is to have a get ready bin in the bathroom that is closest to your main living space. In our home, we actually have a half bath that is located right beside our kitchen, and even though the kids have toothbrushes in other bathrooms throughout the house, I make sure that I always have a bin that has hair stuff, toothbrushes, deodorant, etc. right beside our kitchen. That way, in the rush of the morning, they do not have to go up and down the stairs to get ready. This bin had been neglected since last school year, so now I'm just cleaning it out, going through, getting rid of product that we no longer need, organizing the product that we're going to keep, and of course, cleaning out that crusty bin. This is what it looks like when we are all done. It is right outside our kitchen for them to be able to grab as they need it. That way we're not running all across the house to find what we need. And I went ahead and just organized and bagged everything up by type. That way it's easier for them to find. My next tip is to have a designated backpack and jacket area. In our home, it is actually the front closet right outside our front door. The kids exit out of our front door to get on the bus every morning, so this is just a good place for us to store everything that they need for school. However, just like the other back to school areas, this has been neglected since last year, so I'm actually going to go ahead and start by pulling everything out and then organizing it piece by piece from there. Once I pulled everything out, I decided to go ahead and give it a quick wipe down. I'm using the Jaws kitchen cleaner actually, which seems to me more like an all-purpose cleaner. So I'm just wiping down the walls, the baseboards. They were crusty because this closet has not been cleaned in a while. So I figured since I had everything out, I would just go ahead and start with a clean base. This coat closet had accumulated so many coats, so I'm going to start out by making a pile by child to see what we have. Some of these coats actually do not fit my kids anymore, so they needed to be put into the donate pile or be put into the bin to move down to the next child in line. But to start out with, I'm just going to go ahead and get those out by kid. That way I can see what I actually have. I'm trying something a little different this year. I had noticed last year that once we put all of our coats into this coat closet, it was actually hard for the kids to get to their backpacks and stuff underneath the coats. So this year I'm going to actually separate them. We have 2 hall closets right as you come in the front door, which is amazing. The one to my right, I actually use as mine and Nick's closet, but we actually do not have a ton of stuff in there. So this year I've decided to do it a little bit differently. Right now I'm going to put all of their winter coats into mine and Nick's closet, the ones that they do not need right away once school starts, and then just put the ones that they may need in the fall as the mornings start getting chilly into the kids' coat closet. Next up, I am checking out our backpacks. I'm trying to see if there are any holes or rips in them, cleaning out whatever excess stuff the kids had in them. That way I can decide what backpacks we still need for the school year and what ones we are good to go with. And while I'm doing this, you're gonna get a couple of quick glimpses of my kids being cute. They were adorable. I could not edit it out. Now I'm going through our shoe bins. Inside this closet last year, I had a bin for Caleb and a bin for McKinley. That way all of their shoes were in one place and we were not running all around the house looking for shoes in the morning before school. But like the other things, I have not looked in this bin since last year. So a lot of these shoes no longer fit them. Some of the shoes had like rips and tears and just weren't good quality anymore. So I'm starting out just going through those, getting rid of the shoes that no longer fit or are messed up, and organizing the ones in the bin that still fit them that they can still wear to school. Back to school video would be complete without having your child try on shoes to make sure that they still fit. Anyone else with me? I had to do this with multiple kids to find out what fit. That way I could make a list of what shoes I still needed. I lucked out and I actually did not end up needing any shoes except for 1 pair of sneakers for my daughter. So with 5 kids, I would call that a mom win. Here is a look at our finished coat closet right outside our door. I have all 3 bins at the bottom for the 3 kids that are in elementary school. Backpacks that we're keeping are hung and the fall jackets are in place. My next tip is to go ahead and go into your children's closets and separate their clothing. I like to separate their clothing by like play clothes and approved school clothes. So I'm in my 5-year-old's room right now. He's going into kindergarten and he has a ton of athletic shorts. However, not all of those athletic shorts are ones that I would want him to wear to school. So right now I am just separating those. The ones that I'm putting in his hangy thing are his wear at home clothes, and then I'm going ahead and putting his school approved shorts into this bin. That makes it easier in the morning if he's going to dress himself to just grab shorts that I know are good and do not have holes or stains, and it also helps if my husband's going to be the one dressing him. Now we are heading into my kitchen and we're going to talk back to school lunches. I'm utilizing these dollar store bins to help organize my pantry to make packing lunches a little bit more efficient. I don't know about you all, but I personally hate packing lunch boxes. So this year it is my goal to make a system where my kids can essentially pack their lunchbox themselves. I am planning to do a video on how I actually end up organizing this whole system to make it more efficient for packing lunch boxes. So be on the lookout for that in the future. My next tip is to get back into a healthy rhythm. For us, that includes chores. My kids have certain chores that they have to do in the morning before they can do any screen time, and then in the evening before they can do screen time as well. So I went ahead and reposted those and kind of just got everything back in order for that. Also, on the side of my fridge, I went ahead and organized a board that just kind of tells me when we have practice, because we have 3 kids in sports this year as well. Next up, I am actually organizing what I call our homework drawer. Now, I know that you buy a ton of school supplies for your kids, but then you have to send all of those to school. And then they have homework and you don't have any supplies that you need to help them do the homework. So what I like to do is have an organized drawer right here that has like markers, pencils, scissors, glue, extra paper, etc. That way when my kids need these supplies for homework, they are accessible. This also has not been organized since last school year, so today I'm just going through it, getting rid of what we no longer need, and then organizing what we do have by type. The last area of my home that I am organizing for back to school is actually for my preschooler. I have a 3-year-old who I am not sending to preschool this year, but instead I'm just going to do some activities with him throughout the week at home. So I'm using this buffet area to go ahead and get things ready for him. This notebook I prepared for my oldest when he was like 4 years old, and all of my kids have enjoyed using it throughout the years, so I figured I would just go ahead and put that in his preschool pile as well. And then I went ahead and utilized some of the dollar stores items. They are like little workbooks, etc., and just put it all together. That way I have a basket that I can just pull out when he is ready to do school, in quotation marks, because he's 3, but I just wanted it to be accessible and easy to grab. So my plan is to put it underneath here, but this has kind of become like a catch-all. So first I need to organize this. Now this is a real life with kid moment. I have no idea how long these chips have been in there. Disgusting. Now this is another tip and trick. If you have like magnet tiles, counting bears, other educational items like that, I like to put those in the area where I know I will be using them. So instead of having these stored downstairs in my storage room, I just went ahead and organized those by type, and I keep them right here in this buffet where I can pull them out whenever the kids need a quick activity, and it has worked amazing. I also do this with puzzles and other just learning toys, and my kids will sit in this room and play with those for so long. It's so much better than them being tucked away on some random shelf downstairs where I forget about them. In true mom life fashion, the organization did not last very long. The kids saw all the toys and they just had to play with them. It is what it is. That will be another clean for another day. But I hope that you all liked this video, and I hope that it inspired you to get ready for back to school. If it did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and please consider checking out my other videos. If you like what you see, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all again, and I'll see you on the next one.